Hey, it's James Redden, and welcome if you're new, or welcome back to another one of my videos. Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel today. My name is James Redden, and I'm super excited for this video today. We have the top 10 best LTMs in Fortnite recommended by Taco Life 200 on Discord. Now, before we start this video, I just want to make a quick disclaimer that this is just my personal opinion. This is by no means a ranked scale or anything like that, or like an official scale for that matter. This is just my personal opinion, and if there were 10 solid LTMs that just stayed in the rotation for the rest of Fortnite, I would be completely fine with that, because these are the 10 best in my personal opinion. If you guys like other ones, then that's totally fine. Like, this is your opinion, this is mine. So yeah, and before we get into it, guys, I just want to quickly mention thank you guys so much for 1.4k subscribers. That's freaking awesome. It took a while to get there, to be honest, but anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for the support, and let's get straight into the video today. At the number 10 spot, I put The Floor is Lava. Now, this one is actually a really cool event. It's not an event. I keep wanting to call them events. This one's a really cool LTM. Pretty much, it's very self-explanatory. The floor is lava. You can't touch the ground, otherwise you take damage, and it's a lot of damage, so don't touch the ground. Anyway, throughout the game, the lava rises higher and higher and higher, so that by like the second or third circle, pretty much the whole map is overtaken by lava, and the only thing that you have to stand on is your builds that you create. Every time you bounce on the lava, you take 20 damage to your HP, which means you can bounce no more than 4 times, because on your 5th time you will die unless you healed up. So yeah, I mean, it's very cool. It makes for hectic end games, and your material situation might be a little yikes, but luckily in this game mode your materials keep growing. Moving on now to the number 9 spot, I put Wick's Bounty. This one is a really cool one. I'm pretty sure this is like a fairly recent one too, season 9 probably, when the John Wick skin came out. Anyway, this one is really cool because it's based on coins and the amount of points you are. You get 3 total lives, or depending on the game mode, up to like 6 or even 12, because each person gets 3 lives. So if you're playing squads in this game mode, there's like 12 total lives between the 4 of you. So this one is really cool, and you just kind of compete to get the most coins. Once you reach 300 coins as a squad or a duo or a solo, you win the game. Moving on now to the number 8 spot, I put Solid Gold. This one is a very good game mode for the fact that you just get good weapons all the time. Like, no matter where you land, even if you land in Timbuktu, middle of nowhere, you're still getting a gold scar, which is absolutely beautiful. This game, or an infantry rifle, but normally it's like a semi-decent weapon. Anyway, this one is really good, because although people are able to laser you, you can laser them back. So it's just pretty much like regular Fortnite, but you just do more damage, which is really nice, and honestly, I just really like it. Moving on now to the number 7 spot, we have a Season 7 LTM, and this is Air Royale. Now, we haven't seen this game mode in absolute forever, because obviously it has to do with planes, and this game mode was actually pretty fun if you knew how to play it right. So, like, my duo partner and I, Cosmic, we absolutely shredded this game mode. It was so fun. It was so fun. Pretty much you get 3 lives, you're sitting in a plane, and you have to destroy everybody else's planes, and you pretty much have to be like the last one standing, and that's about it. So yeah, I mean, this was a really cool game mode, and the storm shrunk from all angles, from the sides and even from the top, so you couldn't keep like high ground. You had to fly really low. So it required being a really good pilot, and that's what I liked about it. It was a very skillful game. Moving on now to the number 6 spot, I put The Getaway. This one is a Season 5 LTM that was just absolutely insane. 4 teams had the opportunity to win this game mode, so you could solo squad it and just be out of there. No kills, no anything. You could totally win this game, which I liked, because my playstyle is a lot more passive compared to most people. So I'm not going to go rush a squad and win, because even if I do rush a squad, which I won't win. So this one was very nice for the fact that you could play passively and still win and still get rewarded for it. And the nice thing was that for squad, or like 4 different teams could win, which is really cool. Moving on now to the number 5 spot. I feel like a lot of people will agree with me, but feel like it's too low. This is Siphon. Now, from what I just said in my last point, I'm not a very aggressive player, and Siphon kind of rewards aggression. I'm more of on the passive side, so this game mode wasn't really for my playstyle. Like, it didn't really change much. I mean, it was nice for the sweats, and it just made people sweatier, to be completely honest. But the reason this game mode comes in at number 5 is because it is beneficial, and I can see why people like it, but it's not necessarily for me or my playstyle, which is why it's pretty much right in the middle spot. Moving on now to the number 4 spot, guys. This is another one that people might say is a little low, but this is One Shot. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this game mode. Love One Shot, but the reason why it's in at number 4 is just because the top 3 I honestly like a little bit better than it, just because the one shot factor can get a little annoying sometimes, considering that you have to literally hit the first shot if you're in, like, you know, a 1v1 or whatever. You literally have to hit the first shot, which sometimes can be very hard, and then if your ping's kind of up through the roof, it's a little difficult as well. So that's why it's coming in at number 4. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this game mode. It's just, it's a lot more difficult than you guys will see. Anyway, moving on now to the number 3 spot, I put High Explosives. Now, High Explosives is honestly just an absolutely insanely good game mode. I love this game mode so much, and something that made it honestly easier and cooler was the proximity launcher. Now, it just recently got vaulted, but the proximity launcher in High Explosives gave a completely new way to play this game mode, because originally it was only pretty much grenade launchers and rocket launchers and like other kind of hand throwable grenades, but now that they added in, you know, the quad launcher, that was in High Explosives, but even the proximity, like, it just gave different ways to play, which is really, really cool. Obviously, like, this game mode hasn't really changed that much. It's always been, like, pretty much just explosives, but I really love this game mode because it does promote good accuracy and good predictions. So if you're in a build fight, you have to really predict and move very carefully, because you're playing explosives. You could easily blow yourself up at any time, so it's a very skillful game mode, which I do like. This is High Explosives, not Fly Explosives. When they added in jetpacks, it was absolute trash, so this is just the regular High Explosives. Moving on now to the number 2 spot, guys. I put a very recent game mode. This is Arsenal. Now, the reason Arsenal is so high on this list for me is the fact that back in the Call of Duty days, in like Black Ops 2 especially, I played a lot of gun game. It was like my favorite game mode to play in multiplayer. I pretty much only played like zombies and gun game. So when I heard that there was a gun game mode coming to Fortnite, I literally lost it. Like, I was super excited. And the fact that it came out like first, like a month and a half ago, and I missed it because it was only in for like an hour, I was really, really devastated. But I'm pretty sure it was like not that long ago. It was only like a week ago maybe it was in, and it was so fun. This is the only thing I played for like hours and hours. Such a great game mode. And the best part about it, if you really care about your stats, is that Fortnite tracker messed up how they count your stats. So I was consistently getting like between 25 and like 30 kills per game, and like they counted it on Fortnite tracker as a solo game. So it was as if I was getting 25 to 30 kills per game in Arsenal, and it counted as a solo, which was extremely crazy. Like, I went on my Fortnite tracker, I'm like, holy crap, why is my KD like 5.2? This is absolutely ridiculous. And then I realized they counted Arsenal and like all my kills. So you can see in like 200 games, I have like 800 kills. It's something like ridiculous. So, I mean, like, my KD is never that high. I'm normally like a 1.1 kind of guy, but like when I saw 5.2, I was tweaking a little bit. Anyway, guys, before we get into the number 1 spot, I just want to quickly mention an honorable mention, which is trios. Now, the reason I put trios on this list is because it's not really that much of like an LTM per se. Like, it's literally just regular Fortnite, but instead of squads, it's trios. So the reason I put it in at the honorable mention is because I believe this is a type of LTM that they should make permanent, because there's so many people that just play trios and squads, and it's really difficult for them. So a lot of them are going into like arena mode when arena is in trios. I think they should just make trios a completely just new version of the game. So you have solo, duo, trios, and squads. It just makes sense. Like, why would you have 1, 2, and 4? Just do 1, 2, 3, 4. So much easier. But yeah, so trios is our honorable mention spot today, guys. But anyway, we're moving on to the number 1 spot now, guys, which is, for me, Sniper Shootout. Now, when I was talking about One Shot, which came in at our number 4 spot, I said this one is cool, but not as good as the other one. I meant Sniper Shootout. Now, the reason I like Sniper Shootout more than One Shot is because it's more of a best 2 out of 3 situation than a just bet first shot wins, pretty much. So if I'm in a 1v1, I'm the type of person to miss my first shot but then clutch up for the last 2, which is why I really like this game mode. And plus, you're not literally like one shot, you can actually shield up, which is nice. The only downside to it is that if you do hit someone, you have to hit them like 3 more times or 2 more times or whatever. But I really do like this game mode because you're also not like, your character's not on crack. You like jump and run normally. Not that that's a bad thing about One Shot. I just think that you're more vulnerable to getting hit when you're on like the crack rocks or whatever in One Shot. So that's why I like Sniper Shootout, because it's more like original Fortnite, but literally just snipers, which I really do appreciate, and that is why it is in at the number 1 spot today, guys. So let me know down below what your list is or what your favorite LTMs are, and if we have any in common. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for 1.4k subs. I'm super happy about that. Gonna keep grinding. Let's get to 1.5k fairly soon, and then on the grind to 2k. I'm really excited, but these game modes are really fun, and just my personal opinion. So if you guys don't agree with this list, don't hate. It's just my opinion. You guys can have your own opinion. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this video and do agree somewhat with my list. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. That was James Redden signing off for now. We will catch you in the next video. Peace out.